everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Chiefs are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Raiders offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you could see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
On second down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. To throw his Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, it's Carr. And he's got Snead. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. throwing his car on third down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Second down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff looking right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use
here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near midfield. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Carr on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Throws right side, and that's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30. The 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Keep 15. Keep 15. Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Leopard, here we go now. Green 39, Green 39.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here we go now. Blue lining.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the bootleg. Carr. Wright's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, look at 56. Now, let's go. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Underfoot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
In motion, Hill.
Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Mahomes will try again on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. What's the edge?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Play action. Now it's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go. Boom. That's in now, Barney.
Now Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yard.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go, Leopard! Leopard! Let's go now! Leopard! Green, 39! Detroit!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wiggles free. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, Raider 2, 6:37.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And how about the Eagles leading that ball game at the moment? A surprise. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Brought in left side by Snead. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Carr now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got room. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. A victory there would mean their sixth on the year. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.